and welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa Power. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to take you through a 45-minute indoor cycling class. So let's get warmed up straight away. Hands nice and wide on those bars for me, shoulders back, chin up. Here we go. So first thing I'm going to talk to you about is something called RPM. That means revolutions per minute. It's how many times your legs are going round on the bike every 60 seconds. I might also call that cadence, means the same thing. So right now we're riding at 87 RPM. Your RPM always matches your BPM. So if you don't have a screen, if you don't have a monitor, doesn't matter at all. Just listen to that beat and then you can match it to your feet. Little rhyme to start us off there. So let's find that beat first. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lovely. Okay, now the second thing I'm going to talk about all throughout today's class is intensity. That's how hard we are working. On your screen, you'll be able to see the intensity that I want you at. Right now, it says 6. So to find 6 out of 10, we need to adjust our resistance. You might have gears, you might have a dial. Doesn't matter how that resistance is adjusted, but add on enough so that at this RPM, you feel 6 out of 10. That should feel fairly easy. You could do this all day long. You might get a sore bum, but you could do it all day long. Today, we'll be working at a different variety of intensities, easy for me to say. We're going to be going 10 out of 10 just 3 times. So that means when I ask you for a 10 out of 10, I really mean it, and I will always give you recovery. So team, I want you now, if you have a screen, to have a little look at it and see if you can see something on it that says watts. Your watt output is your measure of power. The higher that number, the harder we are working. So what I want you to do is add on a touch of resistance. If you can see your watts, they'll increase. If you don't have a screen, I just want you to feel like you're working a little bit harder. You are in very good hands today. I've been teaching for nearly 20 years. I absolutely love it. We are coming to you from my studio Cadence in North London. I'll tell you a little bit more about me throughout the class, but for now, another 30 seconds here getting warm, staying at this slightly higher resistance level for 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down a little bit, lovely. We've got a mixture of rhythm and power coming up today. That's how the class is formed. Power is where we will do the work. That's the effort, that's those higher intensities. Our rhythm, that's active recovery, and it's fun. So remember, in rhythm, we do not want a high watt output, and we don't really want anything much more than 6.5 out of 10. I will guide you through everything. So let's get started. Sip of water if you need it. We're going to kick off with some rhythm. When you're ready, out the saddle, hands high on the bars. Intensity, 6 out of 10. RPM, 73. Listen to that beat. And we're going to find what we call a leading leg. That's the leg that's on the beat. Bam, bam. It could be a left, it could be a right. I'm easy peasy, I don't mind. But finding that beat is integral to our rhythm tracks. We're going to warm up the hamstrings here. What that means is we're going to push our hips back, feeling it in the back of the legs, and then back to ride position. Try it with me for 8 counts. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, take it ride. Elbows in, take it back. Chin up and ride. Keeping with that leading leg. Let's go, we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and ride. One more time. Take it back. Really feel the difference in that position. What we're doing, hold it here, is waking up the back of the legs, the hamstrings, front of the legs as your quads. And we use both muscles big time in indoor cycling. Your hamstrings and your bum, your glues together, are bigger than your quads. So we really want to rely on those guys for a lot of help in our first power track after this. We're going to go again. This time we go for a 4 count. Have a look. 4, 3, 2, looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, ride. Join in when you can. Back. Ride, chin up, eyes up. Back. Elbows in. Back. Really think about the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. What I don't want you to do is go low. It's not that, it's straight back. Elbows in and rise. Keep it moving this time. You should be feeling a little bit more out of breath. This movement increases that heart rate, but if you're feeling anything much more than a 6, 7 out of 10, drop your resistance. Again, 8, 7, we're in the saddle after this. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat, have a sip of water. We are getting serious now. Cheers. So first power track of the day. In the saddle, and all we're gonna do is climb. First things first, let's find the RPM. 83. Follow that music if you don't have a screen. We are starting at 7 out of 10. So I want you to adjust your resistance until you feel 7 out of 10. This is moderate intensity. Those of you that like a little bit of science, it's called your aerobic zone. It's what you would run a marathon, a triathlon. It's our endurance zone. So I could hold you at 7 out of 10 for the whole class. Again, it might be a bit boring, but you could do this for the whole class if you wanted to. We're actually only going to do it for 40 seconds and then we're going to get a little bit harder. So we are at this 7. That means you can breathe through your nose, in, out. Now what I want you to do as much as possible is try and breathe with the music. Really, really helps. So in this case, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out. As it gets harder, your breaths will get shorter. Getting ready to give me 8 out of 10. In 4, 3, 2, 1, take it away. 8 out of 10, here we go. This is the toughest intensity we've seen so far today. Now, 8 out of 10 is where it gets tough on the legs. It's where the lactic acid starts to build up, your threshold zone. So you should really start to feel this now. Breathing getting heavier. If I asked you to tell me a joke, you would struggle to tell the whole joke and the punchline. I was about to say the best joke I'd ever told them, but I realised we don't have time. Later. All right, gang, we got 1 minute and 8 seconds left. We're going to be holding 9 out of 10 for the last 45 seconds. I want you to pull your legs up, trying to get your knees into your nose. Keep your knees straight ahead. Hands are wide on the bars, shoulders back, chin up, eyes up. 3, 2, let's hit that 9 out of 10. What's so important here is your RPM. Never sacrifice RPM for resistance. If you can't hold the beat, drop a little bit of resistance down. That's not a problem at all. We've got to keep that RPM consistent. Breathing through the mouth now, 25 seconds. Make sure your elbows are nowhere near your bars. We're never here, we're here. No wind indoors, we don't need to be aerodynamic. That core support is what's giving you power. Hold up, you've got 10 seconds. We go all the way home, then we're back into rhythm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that resistance back down. So we are finding 6 out of 10. I know it says 6.5, but the movement is going to push the intensity up. 91, highest cadence we've seen so far today. Take a deep breath in. So, back into rhythm. This time we're jumping. This is a tough move. If you're new to exercise or indoor cycling, please take it at your own pace. No pressure to do this. Happy for you to stay in the saddle. Have a little look. Find the leading leg first. Looks like this. And sit. Try it with me. Up and sit. Hands are wide. When you stand, imagine there's a string pulling you backwards. I want a little bounce. Bounce, 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 jump. Up, drop. And take a seat, hold it here, lovely. Keep the RPM the same, try not to drop the resistance. So you're probably feeling quite out of breath. That's exactly what we want. The legs should feel fairly easy because it's a light resistance, but we're keeping that heart rate up with this movement. Find that leading leg, we're going to go again. Elbows in, core tight. 4, 3, 2, take it away. Up. This is the longest set with a very short break in the middle. Up. What helps is to go up with the same leading leg each time. And then you drop on that leg. Breathe out when you stand, breathe in when you sit. Controlling that breath is so important. Shoulders back, hands wide on the bars. Keep the hands on the bars the whole time. Up, hold it here, short break. What we don't want is anything like this, because your core actually disengages. If you keep your hands here, your core is lifting you from the saddle and out. So hands light, almost like your bars are hot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and drop. Lift and drop. Breathe out. Make sure you're not coming forward. Almost try and push yourself back. You won't go back. You just won't go too far forward. Simple. 4, 3, 2, hold it here. We are back into power in 2 minutes and 22 seconds. But first, we're out the saddle. We have another short rhythm track because our power track after this is tough. So I want to give you another couple of minutes to make sure those legs are really fresh. 72 is the cadence. We go back. 6.5 on the effort again because it's a tough move. We're going to tap it back. A tap back is when your bum hits the saddle for 1 count. Have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's start straight away. Try and get into it. Tap. 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 Find that leading leg and hold it here. This is one of the hardest moves that we're going to do today, if not the hardest. So if you're thinking, oh blimey, I don't think I can do that, that's really normal. It's a much more advanced move. So today what you might do is you might just find that leading leg. Until you have the leading leg in rhythm, it's almost impossible, if not completely impossible, to bring in the choreography. Let's try again. Tap, tap. Can you see I'm giving it a very, very slight pull on the top of the bars? Don't pull the bike over with you, especially if you're in a gym, although you may make it onto a fantastic gym fails video. My mate was actually on one of them. She fell off a treadmill. I will try and find the video. Tap and hold. She doesn't mind, she won't mind. It's a spectacular fall. Leading leg, hold on to it. One more time. 4, 3, 2, we go. Tap, tap, tap. Really streamline. Make sure you're not going to the side, we don't want that. We want the core and the glutes doing the work. Tap, 8 more. 8. Chin up, never looking down. Always forward. We got 4. 3, if you can, I'd like you to stay out the saddle with me now. Because we're into standing power. Take a seat if you need it. If you can, stay up. 68 the cadence. Intensity, right now, 6 out of 10. We have 3 40-second intervals coming up. It's that simple. Each interval will get harder. 7 out of 10, our first interval. To get there, we're just going to add on resistance. When the cadence is lower, like it is now, you need more resistance on. A lot of people underestimate themselves out the saddle at a low RPM. I see it in my studio the whole time. It might be a gear they've never seen before, they're scared of. Don't be scared of it. Take the resistance up. 7 out of 10. This is the one we talked about before. This aerobic, this moderate intensity. Very achievable, this first interval. Excellent. Hips back. No leading leg in power. Both legs move together. Taking the knees into the chest. Not too much body weight. 8 left. Nice and controlled. Lovely low cadence here, allowing us that power and that strength. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, resistance down, but just to 6 out of 10. There's always temptation when we do intervals to get to the end of the interval and go, I'll just take it all off. But it's what we do in between the intervals that's actually more important. When I've programmed a track like this, which focuses on a 6 out of 10 recovery, I want you to really, really hold that 6 out of 10 and try not to drop any lower. We go for 8 out of 10 now, take it up. Start to increase that resistance. Finding 8 out of 10 for me. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, hips back. 8 out of 10. This is where the legs start to hurt. I really, really want you now to think about power and strength. Keep an eye on the RPM. Always finding that 68 here. If it's dropped even a tiny bit, try and pick up those legs before you drop the resistance. This is an effort. Should feel like it's hard work. Keep breathing through the nose. We don't have a long recovery before our last interval. 3, 2, back to 6 out of 10, no lower. This is the hardest bit of this track, this recovery. We are going to go straight back in to our last interval, which is our 9 out of 10. Take it away. Here we go. Hardest interval so far. Now we can use this body weight. Breathe in. Now through the mouth, you're breathing the whole time. You might want to shut your eyes if that helps. You've set that resistance. You've set that cadence. Now you're just focusing on holding both. If you can see your watt output, don't let that power drop. Keep your body weight back. Save the knees, 15 seconds. All the way home. Feet are flat. Center of the foot punches down to the floor and pulls the floor up with you with the other foot. 3, 2, and take your seats. But not for long. We're back up. We are back into rhythm. That was a tough track. We're going to actively recover. As always, if you need the time in the saddle, take it. You're in charge. If you can stand back up with me, we find 75 on the cadence now. Resistance. Looking for that 6 out of 10. That extra 5 comes with the move, which is a press up. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Find the leading leg first. 3, 2, 1, we drop it 4. And up. Drop it 4. Up, not too low. I'll let you into a little secret. Press ups on a bike. I'm not doing anything for upper body. They're just a distraction for the legs. Little bit of fun. There to keep our heart rate up in between the power tracks. So don't worry about trying to get all the way down there. We just want to get up in time. Hold it. Leading leg is back. Can you feel the heart rate increasing from the movement? Exactly what we want. We're going to progress that 4 count to a 2. Now, again, exactly the same. Not going too low. We're just staying on a 1, 2. Can you see it's almost just a suggestion of a press up, a flirtation with a press up. Find that leg, find that bounce. It doesn't matter, by the way, if your leading leg changes halfway through the song. Mine just did. Bam, bam. Getting our breath. All right, gang. Let's bring back those 4s. Remind us of what we were doing before. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Get back into the swing of it, and get ready for your 2s. Up, 1 more, 4. Hands wrapped around the bars. We go, 1, 2. Have a look at my hands quickly. Make sure your hands are not like that. Wrapped around the bars. We want to keep our core tight, and we want to protect our wrists. If you splay your fingers, the wrists are under pressure. 1, 2, push up. Push the bike away, like you're disgusted by it. Up, 1, 2, up. We've got 6. Pull the weight, 4 more. Breathe on every rep. 2, 1, take a seat, take a sip of water, and prepare. We are going for full send, my friends. So, this is our first 10 out of 10 of the day, or in this class. Don't know what you've done before. You may have done lots of 10 out of 10s. And we're gonna go for 1 minute max power, max effort. So right now, we are 4 out of 10 effort. And around 90 on that cadence, but very, very light resistance. So max power, funny story about max power, before we had a baby, our baby, we didn't know if we were gonna have a girl or a boy. And I was like, if it's a boy, we have to call it Max or Will. And my partner was like, oh, I'm not sure. I was like, no, it will be delighted. He was like, oh, I'm not sure. Anyway, luckily we had a girl, but I still stand by Max or Willpower being the best names ever. Team, in 44 seconds, you're going to give me the highest amount of resistance you can at 92 RPM for a minute. It's that simple. This is a full 10 out of 10. You couldn't go any higher. You must be able to hold this cadence. 92, this is a hard cadence. 95 is the average RPM of a Tour de France rider. It's gonna feel pretty pacey. You might not be able to get your resistance that high, but remember, intensity is a combination of resistance and cadence. 3, 2, 1. Take it away. When we start this, you're gonna feel 9.5 out of 10, 53 seconds on the clock. Let's go. This is the hardest you have worked so far. If you added on resistance, again, you wouldn't be able to keep the beat. I want you to attack it. Think of something that makes you furious. Let's go. Pull the legs up. When we're in the saddle, power is all about those hamstrings and glutes. We woke them up before at the beginning. Now we really need to use them. We have got 28 seconds, pushing all the way. If you can't keep to the beat, take off resistance, but it should be really, really tough. This is all out effort. Breathe, hands wide on the bars, don't lean on them. Use the core. All the way home, 10 seconds. Look at the power if you can see your screen. Do not let that number drop. 4 left. 3, 2, 1, and take that resistance down. Sit back, roll out your shoulders. Stand up if you need to. Do whatever you need to do. But mainly, really deep breaths, right down to the diaphragm. When we want to get the air right down, you can put your hands here, and as you breathe in, you should feel that diaphragm go out. When you exhale, it will go back in. We want to get the air right down to the lungs so it can give it to the legs. Okay, here we go. So we're going to flush out those legs with a bit of rhythm. We're at a nice cadence here of 80. Resistance, light, feeling that 6 out of 10. This time we're going to stand up for 8, we're going to sit down for 8. We did it before for 4, but this is a lower cadence and a larger count, which means it's a little bit easier. Looks like up, 6, 7, and drop. So if you didn't try the first lot, these ones are slightly more achievable. Find the leading leg, 4, 3, 2, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop. And again. Really feeling that the heart rate's coming down. Up, chin up. Same as before, we're being pulled back. Up. Drop it down. Option to stay in the saddle if you'd like it. Chin up. 6, 7, drop. And again. Up. Take it down, hold it here. You got a little rest. The aim of this song is recovery. I want you to be really, really mindful of not getting greedy with the resistance or working too hard. We have a standing climb after this, where we're gonna hit another 10 out of 10. So I'm preparing your legs to go back into quite intense power straight away. Ready? In 4, 3, last easy set. Up. Drop. 30 seconds here, lift up. And down. Great track. Up. And down, chin up, looking forward. Up. Make sure the bum isn't going in front of the saddle. Up. When you stand up, by the way, your saddle should always hit your bum. Up. And down. One more. Up. And down. I feel like I've said by the way about 5 times. I'm quite lucky this. Maybe I'll invent a by the way section. Stand up. All right, we've got 3 minutes on the clock to get from 7 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. It's that simple. This is our lowest cadence we have hit so far today. It's 65. 7 out of 10 is where you are at right now, please. Remember what I said earlier about when the cadence is low and we're out the saddle? We need to honor that with a high gear or high resistance. So 7 out of 10 at 65. You might have been at this resistance level for something much higher sitting down. That's absolutely fine. Just remember, resistance is completely different when it's associated with different RPMs. 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes is where the work happens on this climb. After this, we have got a song where we don't do anything except for ride out the legs. So I want you to push this song. We can really go all out here. Easy recovery after this. 2 minutes on the clock, giving me 8 out of 10 effort, please. In 4, 3, take it away. Okay, let's talk about breathing. Shouldn't even do that on purpose. Breathing for 2 in and 2 out. You might find this climb easier than the seated climb we did earlier. When we're out the saddle and we climb, we have our whole body to help us. So if you're stronger in your legs, you might find standing easier than sitting. What I'm gonna do is over these classes make you equally strong and equally fit. Lungs versus legs. We want to get them to the same place. 4, 3, 2, take it up for me. 9 out of 10 effort with 1 minute and 3 seconds on the clock. 30 seconds at 9 out of 10, 30 seconds at 10 out of 10. I'm never gonna take you to 10 out of 10 ever for more than a minute. Physically, it's impossible if we look at it from a scientific point of view. So when I ask you for these 9s and 10s, you can really give me them. 10 seconds, then we're adding on that resistance to our max effort, 10 out of 10, at this easy, this low cadence. Take it away, here we go. Now we can use body weight. This is the top of the hill, elbows off the bars, chin up, eyes up, body weight back, core super tight. Imagine there's a spike here and we don't want to get impaled. Sorry, that was a really horrible image. Keep the core super tight. 10 seconds. 8 left. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a seat. Shoulders back. What climb. This has been a fast-paced class, and we desperately need these 2 minutes now to let the legs recover, to let the body recover before we go into the final section, because we are kicking off again with one of my favorite ways to train. Really tough way to ride coming up next. So this 2 minutes is integral for your recovery. I'm sure you'll have heard people say, recovery is just as important. And it really is, even mid-class. We can't go 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for a whole class, because let's be realistic, it's not 10 out of 10. So here, we want to take those deep breaths in, taking little sips of water, little dainty sips, like you're a 17th century maiden. Basically, you don't want to take a massive gulp and vomit everywhere. Nobody wants that. Roll those shoulders round. I will tell you what's coming up in 30 seconds, but for now I just want you to breathe. Thank you so much for joining me today. As I said, we're coming from my studio Cadence in North London, so if you're ever around, come down, try a class with me here. I've been teaching a long, long time. I also certify people who want to become indoor cycling instructors. So if you've ever thought, I want to give that a try, you should. It's fantastic. I used to work in TV. I changed careers. It was one of the best things I ever did. It's brilliant, I love it. Shoulders back, chin up, eyes up. We're gonna get cracking, team. So, I want you to put your hands back on the bars. This time, instead of changing resistance, we are going to change our RPM. What, Melissa? I know. So the resistance stays the same the whole song, and essentially we're gonna accelerate, we're gonna speed up, and we're gonna slow down. I'll tell you exactly what I want. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 85 on the cadence. Lowest 80. I'll take 80 to 85 here, my friends. And the effort level is an easy 8. Now, because we're only accelerating to 100, at the maximum, we need a high resistance. We don't ever need to ride higher than 100 RPM. There is no need for it. You will get more speed, you'll get more power at that cadence with a high resistance. Okay, team, I want you to give me 90. It's a gradual acceleration. I want you to imagine that you're on a hill and you are overtaking people in front of you. So, picking up that cadence gradually. We go 95. This should feel 9 out of 10 now. Can you give me 100? Hold it. 100 RPM, no more than that. Now drop back down to 80. Okay, that was the first time we did that. So you might need to adjust a few different things there. If you were easily getting over 100 in that last bit, your resistance is way too low. Add it on. If you couldn't get to 100, you had too much resistance on. Let's find that sweet spot. Start to pick it up for me at 85. 85, lovely. Control, shoulders down, chin up. Gradually accelerating, gradually overtaking people. Giving me that 90. Breathing through it. You might need to add more on, that's absolutely fine. And drop back down. Oh, Melissa, we didn't go 100 there. Aha, I know, we're saving it. This part is the hardest part, not adjusting the resistance. All your little sneaky fingers wanting to go, well, can I take it off for a minute? No, try not to. I mean, you can, if you really need to, you can, but try not to, really try. Again, active recovery in power. We're recovering here at 8 out of 10. That's a really, really difficult recovery. One more time. This time we go 80, 90, 95, 100. Start to pick it up for me now. 85. We've only got 35 seconds here. This is a quick acceleration. 90. You can see the finish line at the top of the hill. We want to get there first. 95. Getting ready for your all-out effort. 100 RPM for 15 seconds. You can't get any higher than 100. This is your maximum cadence, maximum RPM. Let's find it and hold it. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop the cadence, drop the resistance down. Sit back on that saddle, shake it out. That was a seriously tough way to ride. Let that heart rate slightly come down if you need to before you stand, otherwise we're going to actively recover out the saddle. We have got a little bit of rhythm before the finale. 6 out of 10 on the effort, 75 on the cadence. We're going to do the opposite of a press up. Looks like this. We come up, so our arms go long and right. 5, 6, 7, take it up. And right. 5, 6, 7, take it up. 5, 6, 7, and right. One more time. Take it up. 5, 6, 7, and right. Hold it here. Leading leg is there. 4, 3, 2, we go. 4. And right. Up. Breaking it down. Up. Right. Up. And hold. Hold it here. Focus on the leading leg. 75, that cadence. Light resistance. Active recovery. One more set. Starting with the 4s. In 4. 3, 2, 1. We go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like before, keep the hands wrapped around the bars. Keep the body weight back. Breathing through it. Make those moves really precise, like you mean it. You don't need to smile. Don't worry, I'm never going to ask you to smile. Up. Smile if you want to. And up. Have we got a 2 count? 3, 2, 1. We go. 1, 2. Up. Keep the hands at the top of the bars. Option here, just to ride and leave out the rhythm. Up. Up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 18 seconds. This time we can breathe on every single rep. Breathe in, out. 7. Don't lose that leg. 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a seat. We've got 60 seconds to get our breath. Check it out. We are about to do our last track. No, Melissa, we want more. You could just do it again or do some of the other classes. No problem. To be fair, you should need the rest after this. If you're ready for another class, you have not had enough resistance. Cheers. All right, my friends. A little bit of UK garage here. So, those are the days. If you live not in the UK and you haven't experienced UK garage, you have a whole genre of joy in front of you. That's for another day. We've got 20 seconds before we kick off. Very short intervals to finish, which means we can go for a high resistance. It's a short amount of time. We're getting straight into it. Out the saddle for me. 70 RPM. 6 out of 10. That's going to be our recovery. Every single time. 6 out of 10. Every single time is where we recover. Your first interval, 25 seconds, 8 out of 10. 70 the cadence. I want you to be generous with this resistance. We got 8, predictably 9, and we finish with a 10. Start to prepare. We can go, like I said before, heavy with the resistance. Take it away. Short intervals means high resistance. 8 out of 10 effort. Pull the legs up. We're nearly there. 8. Excellent. 6 more. Stay on that cadence. No leading leg. This is power. 4, 3, 2, back down. 6 out of 10. If you need to, take a seat. Totally up to you. What we're focusing on here is getting the most out of these intervals. Earlier on today, I've had you recovering at 7, even 8 out of 10. But this is an easy recovery intensity in order that we can really give it some beams in these intervals. Ready? Next interval, 9 out of 10. We're saving the maximum resistance for the last interval. So I want you to hold something back here. Get ready. Take it away. 9 out of 10. So more resistance than you had on for the first one, but knowing that you're holding something back for the last one. Push the hips back. Drive those legs up. Halfway. Still the same length on these intervals. 4 more. 3, 2, resistance back down. 6 out of 10. You can probably remember the level or the gear that you were on for the recovery. Again, if you need to, take a seat, absolutely fine. You've got just over 30 seconds to recover. So breathe in through the nose, exhale. Try to relax your jaw. Try to get any tension out the upper body. We need the tension in the core, but we don't want to be really stiff up here. It wastes energy. All right. This has been, like I said, a fast pace, a tough class. Let's finish it really strong. 10 out of 10 effort, all out. Your third 10 out of 10 of the class. Probably some of the most resistance you have added on today with this short finisher. 8, 7. Try and keep that head up. Open up the chest and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and take a seat. Well done. Shake it off. Shoulders back. Keep the legs moving. Keep those legs moving. You do not want to stop your legs and get straight off the bike because you will fall over, and nobody wants to fall over. It's a bit like getting off a roller coaster and then falling straight over. I was too scared to go on roller coasters until I think I was in my mid-30s. So yeah, this a couple of years ago when I went to Disneyland, Paris, on a school trip. What I went on was the cups and saucers for 2 days. Everyone was like, let's go to Space Mountain. Is it called Space Mountain? I feel like it's called Space Mountain. I was like, oh, I'm cool, guys. I just stay on these guys. Oh, shoulders back, deep breath in. So, you have done phenomenally today. That was a really tough class. I want you to stay, if you have got this 60 seconds on the bike, just to let that lactic acid get out the legs to slow the heart rate. After this, there is a stretch video that you can click and have a little stretch with me. But for now, deep breaths in. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. We are a small channel, it's just me and my partner who do everything. So it really means a lot having you with us. We will be doing a new class every single week. It's going to be dropping every single Monday. So if you're able to subscribe and to share, we'd love that. And also let me know where you're watching from. And then I can tell you more about UK Garage. No, I promise I won't. But I'd really love to know where you are in the world, so let me know. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, evening. We'll see you very, very soon. Take care.